Hey everyone, so today is my round 4 and I am on VLCD number 16. So let me see here. I got up this morning, got on the scale, and the scale said I was down 0.6. So I'm very excited and very happy about that. I didn't think I was going to have a release for a minute, only because last night I made my food a little bit too salty. I had steak and soup, but I think I put a little bit too much seasoning in it. I don't use seasoning salt or anything like that, but the seasonings I do use, I think was a little bit too much of different seasonings. And I use Bragg's. So Bragg's liquid aminos does have, I think, a lot of sodium in it, depending on how much you use. It can be add some more salt to your food. So, but I really like it. So I continue to use it. So needless to say, I was trying to chug as much water down as yesterday. I mean, chug as much water down as possible yesterday. Okay, so let me see here. If you're wondering why I'm vlogging in the dark, it's because my eyes have been very sensitive to the light today for some reason. If it's too bright or something, they just kind of hurt. And so I just came into the room by myself and turned the lights off. And this is actually working quite well for me. I think it's because I really didn't get enough sleep last night. My eyes have been hurting since yesterday, or last night rather. Anyway, so today I haven't eaten anything, actually. I haven't been hungry. So I am going to try to eat something, of course, before the day is over with. I don't want to go all day without eating anything. But I'm trying to think, am I just going to have like one meal? Like, am I just going to have protein and veggies and fruit and have that be it for the day? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But definitely going to try not to overeat on anything, and gonna try to stay away from too much salt today. So won't be having the steak or soup today. Let me see here. The hubby's doing really good. He really just started, I want to say yesterday is like when he actually started trying to get into this and, you know, give his all into it. And I know last night he had tuna fish for lunch. I mean, for dinner. Well, he had tuna fish for dinner last night, and then he had tuna fish for lunch today. So he makes his tuna fish, the tuna and water. He buys a can of that, and then he uses Walden Farms mayo, which, if you know about Walden Farms product, it's like nothing in there. Pretty much like no calories, no sugars, no carbs. So he uses the Walden Farms mayo, and he uses relish and tuna. And he did cut up boil an egg and cut up and put an egg in there, and he eats it with wheat crackers. So I know wheat crackers are not on protocol, but like I said, we don't have any Melbas in the house. So he is he eats his tuna fish with wheat crackers. I did have a couple of those last night. I'm thinking about adding them in. I don't know. I don't want to go too far from the original protocol to have crackers. But I do know I had some last Sunday, and I had a couple yesterday, just two, with my soup. So, and those were kind of salty too. So I think I just had like too much sodium yesterday. So I'm going to really watch the sodium intake today. Let me see here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I have a friend of mine, she's like my best friend. And she was one of the people who told me I was getting too skinny last time I started losing weight. She had told me that I was way too small and I needed to gain some weight back. So right now she's encouraging me to lose weight because she knows like I want to lose some weight, but she doesn't want me to lose too much weight, and she doesn't want me to lose the weight fast. And if she found out I was doing this diet, she'd probably like flip or something. But she wants to go out to lunch, and I have told her like a month ago that we could go out to lunch for I guess I'll tell you the restaurant. I told her we could go out for lunch to Red Lobster for the all-you-can-eat shrimp, because that's what they got going on. However, I'm on protocol right now, and I don't care to go through a lobster for all you can eat shrimp. First of all, it's really unheard of to go out to any restaurant on protocol and eat. Like, I don't know too many people who have done that. You know what I'm saying? Let's say just planned on cheating and they was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and cheat and have fun. But I don't know anyone who has went out to eat to a restaurant and stayed on protocol. Not one single person. I think maybe I take it back, maybe one person, but like that's like really unheard of. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I told her today that I'm like, well, I'm on a diet, and so she's like, okay, well, you can just be off your diet that day, and I'm like, no, I can't just be off my diet that day. That's just not gonna work for me. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused on what to do. I know for a fact that they do have healthier options. So you don't have to get the fatty stuff while you're there. It is a choice to make to have to not have all the other great, delicious, fatty, greasy things they offer. But they do have other choices. They do have tilapia there. They do have broccoli. They do have asparagus. So technically, I could go and stay on protocol. I just don't know if anyone has ever done that before or it has even tried it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm just not gonna go at all. I know she'll be very upset, but I'm like, look, you're my friend here. You have to understand, like, this is really important to me. You know, in the past, like on round two, I probably wouldn't have gave two thoughts about it. I probably would have been like, oh yeah, well, I'll go. And then I probably just would have cheated that day and been like, oh, well, you know, big deal. I'll make it up. I don't want to do that this time. I don't want to cheat and be like, oh, well, no big deal. I'll make it up. No, I don't want to do that. I want to actually, I want to go, but I want to stay on protocol. And I don't know if that's possible. So I know she wants to go like soon as possible, but I think I'm going to hold off. If I do go, I don't think it's going to be this week. I think I want to do one more full week of HCG and, well, not like I'm going to get off protocol, but I just think I want to do one more full week without being tempted. Does that make sense? Like, I want to see if, you know, it's like the longer you do this and the more you say no, the more your urges into, you know, the more you can resist, I feel like. So I want to do this another full week before I even tempt myself with that temptation. And it's even crazy to think like, well, why are you even tempting yourself? I don't know. Why do we tempt ourselves like this? Like, why do we do this to ourselves? It's torture, right? But I just want to see if I can even accomplish that. Like, that would be such a huge accomplishment for me to even to go out anywhere, especially to a restaurant, and like still try to stay on protocol or eat on protocol. You know, you can still go and say no oils and all of that stuff and still try to stay on protocol. I think I've heard of like one or two people doing it, just not very many. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna try it, but I'm not. I haven't made up my mind completely yet, so I might change my mind and not go at all. You know, and just wait until the protocol's over. I know that the day specials and stuff like that aren't the same all the time, but it's like, come on out, you know, like I just need, it's like sometimes I feel like I don't have a very good support system. Like, do you guys have people in your life like that who are like just constantly trying to sabotage you, or you tell them like, no, I'm eating healthier or whatever, and they're just like, oh, okay, well, you can just miss this one day, you know what I mean? And then you're like, no, I can't miss this one day. It's kind of important to me. So I just feel like sometimes I have too many people in my life influencing me to not be on protocol or influencing me to cheat versus people saying, oh, I totally support you. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can go and, you know, you can just order this or that. Like, she doesn't even want me to eat healthy, and I don't understand that. Like, what is the problem? I don't get it. You know, I cannot understand. She didn't like me when I ain't gonna say she didn't like me, but she didn't like the way I looked. Once I had got smaller, she thought I looked too big. I mean, too small. She thought I looked sick or whatever. So, and I just don't get it. I don't think it's any like jealousy thing or whatever. Like, I love her and she loves me. You know, she's like one of my best friends, one of my bestest friends. And so I just don't understand why, you know, she doesn't, she's like trying to sabotage me. I feel like she's trying to sabotage me on purpose. She knows I love Red Lobster. Like, seriously, it's like one of my favorite restaurants. And when I do go there, I tend to definitely eat whatever I want, you know, but I try not to overeat. I don't know, guys, so I might not go, I might go. What is your input? Or, you know, do you have anything to say on this subject at all? Like, or, I mean, even if, you know, just to say that you've done this before and it can be done, like, I don't know, just give me some type of encouragement, words of wisdom, something. Oh my God, okay. This video was like 11 minutes long, so I'm gonna get out of here. I think I've talked way too much. But I want to say a really quick shout out to KTLEE at ACG. KTLEE is back, everyone. I don't know if you know who she is, but me and her did our very first round together last year. And she did one round, she did the P3, and then well, I don't want to tell what happened to her, but she'll tell you if you watch her vlogs. Her name is KTLEE on HCG, and she's awesome. I love her, and I'm very happy she's back and back to vlogging. But I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy releases and happy stabilizations. Peace, love, and hair grease. Smooches.